we don't understand much when Portuguese people talk, and
They talk quickly. We like it.
and we like it. Also, the critical point about motivation is
You don't need to do anything. So we spent 9 months and 15 euro per month on practice. What have we achieved?
Are you up to practice some Portuguese?
Portuguese.
Sí.
See. Let me just finish here very quickly. And I have 30 minutes to practice.
Okay, waiting.
Hello everyone, we are Nadia and Eugénio, and today we are going to share with you our way to learn Portuguese. We moved to Portugal almost 2 years ago, and after several months of exploration, we settled in a village in central Portugal. And we were really surprised to find out that it's relatively easy to survive in Portugal without knowing Portuguese, just speaking English. And because of that, we happily procrastinated learning language our first year in Portugal.
Yeah, really, most of the people speak English to some extent, and I find it very interesting that if you ask Portuguese people if they speak English, they usually say no or a little bit, but then they continue conversation and they are kind of fluent. They're very humble all the time. Yeah, but anyway, after some period, we got sick of the phrase "não falo português," which means don't speak Portuguese, and wanted to be able to hold some conversation, at least on a basic level, and feel more like a part of this society. And since we don't live in the city, we wanted some remote resource for learning. I searched web and found out that most of the language learning platforms teach Brazilian Portuguese, which is significantly different. And after this, I found this platform called Practice Portuguese, and we are using it almost for a year now.
We like it.
And we like it, and we want to show you everything about it. Let's begin from Smart Review.
Eu levanto-me por volta das 7 todas as manhãs.
Levanto-me por volta
Muito
das 7
bom.
todas as manhãs.
O limão é amargo.
Não. Sour.
É ácido.
O limão é ácido.
Empurrar.
Empurrar.
Empurrar. Empurrar.
Yeah, this double R versus R, it's so complicated all the time.
Tirar. Tirar.
Tirar.
Não, tirar. Visitar. Tirar. Take off. Remove. Visitar. Ready?
Sim.
PracticePortuguese.com.
Adoro viajar e há 8 razões para isso. 1. Gosto de visitar os meus amigos que vivem por todo o mundo. 2.
Qual é a melhor parte de ficar em hotéis? Pequenos sabonetes e cremes.
Sim. Concordo contigo.
Okay, so we spent 9 months and 15 euro per month on practice. What have we achieved? We officially finished our A1 basic level and we are on a halfway with our A2. On a practical side, it means that we can have a small talk in pharmacy or restaurant or shop, and we even are able to understand what people tell us back. We can freely navigate on Portuguese websites without any translation. Very convenient because before it was a lot of stress all the time. What else? Um,
Yeah, I had a 3 months long quest in an successful attempt to legalize our foreign car in Portugal without help of any like paid services, going into all governmental structures and talking and writing letters. It was quite an achievement. And sometimes I can speak with neighbors, which in some way is even bigger achievement because the village rural dialect of Portugal, it's a different beast completely. And also, with no regard to which tool you would choose for learning a language, the critical point is motivation. And it's important to know that I first started this free trial of this Practice Portuguese application myself without Nadia, and it lasts like 3 or 4 days, and then I skipped for half a year. And then we restarted it again, but doing every time together, like you saw. And it's very like added much more fun and easy going practice now. And also the critical point about motivation is to try to do it every day if possible, maybe skip few days, even 15 minutes, but do it steadily on a daily basis, because if you skip for a week or more, then you open the app and everything is unfamiliar, you don't remember the phrases, the words, you feel dumb and don't want to open this app again next day. But if you do it steadily, it goes easy, like day after day, and you feel the progress.
For me, also, it was important to choose a tool that doesn't require like some extra effort, like some preparation before the session, some homework or something like this. And this platform works for me ideally at this sense because you don't need to do anything. You just need to dedicate this 15, 30 minutes per day and just practice. And even when we have a bad day and don't feel like practicing at all, we usually persuade ourselves just to do the most fun part of the practice, at least like 15 minutes, and it usually works and helps us to keep the rhythm.
I would also say that with all our efforts and progress, it's now obvious that only using this application or any other application, I suppose, is not enough to master the language, because it gives you the vocabulary, it teaches you to speak. But for example, we don't understand much when Portuguese people talk, and
They talk quickly.
quickly, yeah, very hard. And yeah, you need to introduce some practice, put yourself into this stressful talking situations, listen to some podcasts to get used to speech, and yeah, this way it would work in a complex.
So I hope that we added some motivation to your own learning journey, and we will see you in the next episodes.
Practice Portuguese.